What's up, everybody? Ben Rezzi here for Odd Chopper. I am back. College football rolls on. We are nearing. We're getting to it. We're almost in. Soon enough, we'll be in bowl season, but it is week 9. A lot of games, a lot of action, national championship implications, playoff implications, random teams, a lot of bets on the board. And you know what we're going to do? We're going to take 1, 2, and 3. We throw them together, try to cash a parlay. The white whale, the wizard. We can't get one. We're going to do it this week. I want to welcome you to the channel, All Things Betting. From picks to tools to breakdowns of all the sports, from college football, the NFL, basketball, NHL, whatever you want, we've got. Join us. 150,000 subscribers and counting, and it's because of the support that you guys give, liking these videos, things like that. That's what keeps it in front of the paywall, and we really appreciate it. So if you can, hit the like button. Let's get to work. Let's go to the board. Plays, time, scrolling. You see all the action that we've got available to us, and I'm going to warn you right now. I got to give a disclaimer. This is really, really greasy, what I'm about to do. So if you can't handle it, it's going to affect you. I understand, but here we go. First game up, total. My favorite of the bunch, no doubt about it. Oklahoma State and Baylor. Over 64.5 at minus 118. Again, shop the parlay. We're doing this on FanDuel. This is going to be very quick and very simple. Oklahoma State's defense is atrocious. Absolutely awful. They're 120th in the country in yards allowed per play. Baylor is 54th. Both of these teams play crazy fast. Oklahoma State is 8th in seconds per play. Baylor is 10th in seconds per play. This is the perfect recipe for points. And you just look at some of these games. Baylor just played a team like this in Texas Tech. The score was 59-35. Basically the same situation. Baylor 43-21 against an Iowa State team. They're allowing a lot of points and they're scoring a lot of points. Against Oklahoma State, everybody seems to score points. They just gave up 38 to BYU, 38 to West Virginia, 42 to Kansas State. Yikes. It's going over. Obviously, if they march down the field and they fumble at the goal line, we could be in trouble, but give me chunk plays, give me tempo, give me over 64.5 points to get this started. All right, we've got 1 on the board. We need 2 more. That's not all we're going to be doing, though, obviously, with all these games. And I love building this parlay, but I think you guys have seen on this video, you've been watching all year, just like last week, we went 2-1. That gets us a big fat L with a parlay. But for straight betting, can be very useful. And if you're looking for more, if you're looking to talk through how do I structure this, hey, I have a boost, things like that, come on into the Discord. Come check it out. It's not just college football, but certainly that's a big part of it. College basketball will be here soon enough. NFL, soccer, all different things. And I say the same thing. Give it a week. $4.99. I want to make this very affordable because it's not just about giving picks out. It's about having a community, rooting together, talking through things, asking questions. Obviously, there's hot streaks, there's cold streaks. You guys know how betting goes. Not even worried about that. It's just an awesome community. So if you're looking for a little more and you say, I like these videos, but I wish I could ask that question. I wish I had some in-game betting, live betting, things like that. The link is below. Use the code and I'll see you in there. Make sure you introduce yourself in Discord. Say what up. Happy to answer any and all questions for you. And not just me. Awesome community. We got a lot of new people in there each and every week. That's exciting to see. Not as exciting as the second game, though. Here we go. This is, oh boy. You see what we've done? Oh, whoa. Let's not spoil Wyoming. Troy and Arkansas State. Disgusting. But it has to be done. I'm sorry to say, but it has to be done. This video, the theme of it is definitely going to be being a hater because I don't even really like Arkansas State, but I cannot stop shorting Troy, and it actually has worked out really nicely. That was by far my best read in the preseason. Had the under on their win total, and it breezed under because Troy has a lone win. They're 1-6 on the year. Just bet South Alabama against them, and the line moved like 5 points against us, and we still covered 25-9. They lost 38-17 to Texas State. They lost 13-9 to Louisiana Monroe. The only win that Troy has is against an FCS opponent in Florida A&M. That's not good. You look at Arkansas State, they're back at home. It hasn't been the year that I expected from them, but at the same time, they're still 2-1 in conference. They're playing good football. They just crushed Southern Miss, and they got back to what I want them to do. 39 carries, 281 yards on the ground, and 2 touchdowns. Rayner was super efficient with the ball. That's what we need from Arkansas State. Keep it super simple. You can search for a 7 out there. I couldn't find one. Arkansas State gets the job done against the lifeless Troy team. Troy on the road is even worse. Arkansas State is finding their stride. I think they have a good finish to the season. I will gladly lay the points here. I think Arkansas State gets the job done. Not one up, two up. We need the third. One last play. In between that, I always want to mention what we've got going on in terms of other things. And if you guys have seen it, I'm sure you have. We are running a flash sale for Portfolio EV, which is again, that's model backed type plays, market based approach. So if you're saying, you know what, I just want volume, I want to be able to go to a screen and build out a set of plays and have them feed right to me. This is where you want to be. Code is Dunk. The offer is expiring. So if you want to take advantage of that, again, it's simply $1. It's a flash sale. That link is below as well. So much going on, really. I can't even get through everything that we have. That's why you just want to be a part of this community in some fashion, whether you're doing tools, Discord, Tails, whatever you want. Got you covered, friends. All right. Are we ready? Greasiest of the three. You already know. It was on the screen. It's Wyoming, one of my favorite teams in the country. And we've fallen on tough times in Laramie. Not as tough as Utah State. Maybe as tough. Utah State's 1-6. Wyoming is 1-6. These teams both are terrible. I'll get Wyoming out of the way first. My Cowboys, they're 1-6. They beat Air Force. They're changing quarterbacks. That can only help because they have no offense. They don't really have anything. Really, you look at what they've done. They've lost to an FCS team this year, and Idaho's a good team. But still, it's just been a completely lost year. They have no passing attack whatsoever. It's a one-dimensional offense. They have to get ahead, and they have to play from ahead, particularly running the ball. Now, notoriously, macro, playing in Laramie is one of the worst places that you can play in the country. It's high altitude. It's a weird trip. They always draw well. Wyoming is much better at home. The splits bear that out. And the line bakes that in. Utah State is 1-6. Utah State's defense is the worst defense I've ever seen. That's not even hyperbole. They have surpassed Ball State, who I actually thought was the worst. Utah State allowed 14 points to Robert Morris to start the year, and that was their win. Then they allowed 48 points to USC, 38 to Utah in Wilson's first start, 45 points to Temple. Then we go into the nuclear stratosphere. You allow 62 to Boise, 50 to UNLV, and how about another 50 last week to New Mexico? Insane. Not only did they allow 50 points to New Mexico ran the ball at a clip that I don't even really understand. That's how bad it was. I'll bring it up right now because I don't even have it in front of me. New Mexico. All right, here we go. Here's the rushing stats against Utah State last week. The quarterback ran for 105 yards on 15 carries. The running back, 75 yards on 14 carries, 9 for 52 for another guy, 7 for 42 for another. They had 4 running backs with 7 or more carries. All of them averaged over 5 yards per carry. The team had 51 for 280 and 5 touchdowns on the ground. That's insane. Now, you could argue, I think successfully, that New Mexico has a better offense than Wyoming, but it's not that much better. And Wyoming naturally wants to run the ball and play from ahead. I think they'll be able to, and that's the key because Utah State is no good at all at defense. Can't stop them. Maybe they could score with them, but I don't think so. Give me Wyoming. I don't understand why they're slight underdogs. I think they should be slight favorites. I will gladly take the 1.5. You could also take the money line. Wow, indeed. I mean, over 64.5. Arkansas State -7.5, and Wyoming +1.5, nearly 6-1. You could say a lot of things about this parlay. One thing you can't say is it's not unique. No other person in the world is coming up with this for better or worse. We're going to ride with it. It's very greasy, but I absolutely love it. If you have any questions, again, at JazzRazBets on Twitter. We're dropping content there, and we are going to be hanging in Discord all weekend. Plays on plays, not just from me, but from the whole community. And that is my favorite part of all of it. I hope you guys are a part of it. Again, the link is below. JazzRaz50 is the code. And on that note, friends, let's have a successful week 9 of college football.